Hi, today I will show you how and why I created this logo. I'm Medic3D and I do a lot of 3D printing related stuff. This is TeamSeas logo and I 3D printed it to support removing 30 million pounds of trash from the oceans, river and beaches. For normal people it is about 13,600 tons of waste removed. The action is driven by Mr. Beast and Mark Rober and it's similar to the last year TeamSeas movement. Why it is important for me? Well, I mostly use plastic for my prints and unavoidable, someday it will get thrown into the trash. I do my best to properly handle all my litter, but bringing awareness and preserving our planet is always a good thing. I already donated to the oceancleanup.com 2 years ago and every now and then I try to support a greater cause. How big is the problem actually? The Great Pacific Garbage Patch is the largest accumulation of ocean plastic in the world and it's located between Hawaii and California. It covers an estimated surface area of 1.6 million square kilometers, an area twice the size of Texas or 3 times the size of France. Most of the trash are tiny microplastics that aren't easily removable from the ocean. It would take 67 ships 1 year to clean up less than 1% of the trash in the North Pacific Ocean. You can read more in the articles I posted below. Last year I created TeamSeas logo, so this year it was natural to create TeamSeas logo. But this time I did it differently. First, I downloaded the logo PNG file, then opened the Fusion 360. This is a program in which I create most of my 3D parts. I imported the logo, scaled it properly and then created a sketch over it. It took me quite some time to redraw everything in Fusion 360 because it crashed a few times during the process. The sketch is used to extrude flat drawing into 3D object. Because my printer can only print one color at a time, I decided to split drawing into 5 areas. Every area corresponds to one color. White one for the outer circle and the letters, dark blue, medium blue and light blue are for the waves, and every area color is extruded slightly higher than the previous one. The white part is 0.8 mm high and all the blue colors are 0.4 mm. After dealing with the model itself, it is time to create a Gcode file for the printer. This file contains all the instructions about what and how should the 3D printer do in order to print the model I designed. I'm using FDM printing, which means that object is created laying layer after layer. To create Gcode file, I use Prusa Slicer and tell it to use 0.2 mm layer height, which means that every color consists of 2 layers. Except for the 4 layers for the white, of course. Also, I specified where the printer should pause printing and allow me to manually change the filament. Now I have the instruction for the printer, but I need material to print the logo with. I already had white, grey and dark blue in my stash, so I only needed to buy light and medium blue. Finally, everything is ready for printing. It is just a matter of changing the filament to the white one and then start the printing process. After first color is done, printer waits for me to change the filament and starts printing with the next color. Only 4 filament changes to go. After about 2 hours of printing, it's time for the most satisfying moment. Release the print for the build plate. I think it turned out great. If you can please support TeamSeas and tell me what should I print with all those shades of blue. Every dollar is 1 pound of trash less, so go and donate.